Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hurla Kim. If it's your very first time here, hello, welcome. Today we're going to be doing a video that was the most requested topic when I had an Instagram poll a couple weeks back, which is all about the best eyeshadow makeup brushes for beginners. I really took my time choosing the best eyeshadow makeup brushes and narrowed them down to 5 must-haves for beginners that can almost do everything for different eye looks. I have struggled for years and years on putting eyeshadow on to the point where I gave up and just started using one shade for all eyeshadow looks, which is kind of frustrating to say the least. So if you're struggling with creating eyeshadow looks, a lot of that has to do with your brushes. So investing on good brushes really goes a long way in terms of application and perfecting a certain eye look. Everything that I will mention is not in any kind of order, it's just a list of brushes that I find most useful and definitely something everyone should have in their makeup kit. Alright, let's begin! First brush on the list is the MAC 239 synthetic eyeshadow brush. This brush is first on my list because it literally does it all. I have seen so many makeup artists use this brush and they even keep a couple of these for different functions. It's great for applying anything from eyeshadow to pigment powders, packing eyeshadows on the lid, or creating a cut crease, and I even use it for blending. So if you are on a tight budget and you can't buy all these 5 makeup brushes, I'd say get this one first. I actually have 2 of these at the moment, but I'm planning on buying another one because overall it's my go-to must-have makeup brush. Number 2 on my list would have to be this MAC 217 synthetic blending brush. It is definitely larger and a lot fluffier than the MAC 239S, so let me just quickly compare it side by side so you guys can see the difference. So that's it. So the one on top is the MAC 217S brush and the one at the bottom is the MAC 239S brush. So if you put it side by side, it's still flat, but as you can see, the MAC 217 is a lot longer, so it's really good for packing like eyeshadow on the corner and then just blending them out. Although a lot of reviews I've read about this brush is that it's not as good compared to its predecessor, but I strongly disagree. This picks up product beautifully and blends any eyeshadow with ease. I literally use this brush in all my makeup tutorial videos. I think this is such a good investment for what it does. This retails for $30, so it's quite pricey, but for what it does, it's really worth it. And next on my list is this Makeup Forever 242 large blender brush. The tips are quite different from the MAC 217S brush because this is so flat, but this one is more of a round brush and this is a little bit longer, so it allows me to have more control over it because of the tapered handle. So after packing eyeshadow using my MAC 217 brush, I use this to sweep all the eyeshadow all over my lid and it seals everything perfectly. I'm so in love and I'm so attached to this blending brush. I just don't know how I've ever lived without this brush really. Although this is quite pricey, it's definitely worth the investment. Alright, on to my 4th brush. So this is the Hourglass number 9 Dome brush. So this brush is perfect for creating smoky eye looks because this is great for packing eyeshadow into your outer V, and the eyeshadow doesn't move and it gives me a lot of control on where I put my eyeshadow. So if you could see the dark part here, I use this brush. So for me, it has the ideal weight and I'm definitely a fan of this brush, and this is definitely a must-have. I think in general, Hourglass brushes are so soft and nice, and I actually like collecting brushes from Hourglass because they're not irritating on the face. And last but not the least on my top 5 list is the Marc Jacobs number 20 smudge brush. So this is a really tiny brush, similar to the MAC 239S synthetic brush, but this one is more dense. This brush works perfectly for hooded eyes because this creates a precise tight line application for eyeshadows. Again, I want you guys to invest in a brush that does a lot of stuff, and this brush is extremely versatile. It's small enough to line my upper line, smoking out my lower lash line, and even for intensifying my eyeliner whenever I do a cat eye or foxy eye look. So it can do a lot of things right. And aside from the MAC 239S brush, this brush is also a must-have brush for the makeup artists that I admire, like Hindash and Nikki Wolf from Nikki Makeup. I just love their craft, and so I feel like if I have their brushes, I can also achieve the look that they're doing. It's totally a placebo effect, but as long as you believe that it works, then it makes you feel more confident about doing it yourself as well. That's it guys, that's a wrap for my top 5 brushes at the moment. It may change over time, but for now, it's hard for me to see that happening anytime soon. soon. I absolutely adore these brushes. Each of them have really helped me get through the trial and error of perfecting all the looks I've done so far. It may be different from what you're using, and if it is, let me know what works for you in the comments below. And if you guys want to see how I complete this look using these 5 brushes, then stay tuned for my next video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. Make sure to ring that notification bell to be updated with my future uploads, and also follow me on Instagram. I will provide a link in the description box down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!